fall is near, believe it or not.
Yes.
How about that? So let's talk about trees and fall foliage.
Right, yeah. And you know what? Late fall and winter is the best time to plant a tree when it's dormant.
Okay.
So this is timely. So you can think about, you want a good fall foliage tree in your yard. You can plan now and pick some that are going to be nice and pretty in the fall.
Okay.
Now the first thing that I think of when you think of fall foliage here in the Mid-South,
Let me see.
ginkgo trees.
Ginkgos. There you go.
Bright, brilliant, yellow, just this shine in the landscape. Right. So that's an excellent city tree to pick. You know, it will get big, but it withstands city pollution of the city, and it's slow growing, so it will last a long time.
Okay. You just have to know which one to get, right?
Yes. Now you do need to make sure you're getting a male.
Yeah, get a male, right?
Yes. male clone of that, and you'll be just fine. You usually don't sell anything but male clones now, so that usually isn't too much of a problem. Some native trees, dogwood, Cornus, Florida. They have beautiful red foliage in the fall.
Okay.
And then, of course, the maples. We can't, I mean, like any kind of maple you can think of is going to have good fall color. I know one that everybody really likes is the red maple. Gorgeous. Some of the new varieties like Autumn Blaze and Autumn Glory, and it's all beautiful. But we caution with red maples. This ambrosia beetle seems to like to attack them. So if you really want a nice red maple, you might want to consider putting some insecticide regularly throughout the summer season on the trunk to try to keep the ambrosia beetles from getting them. Okay. And just keep it really healthy. The healthier you keep it, the more the trunk is going to not allow an insect to invade it. So that's a good point. And I know they all like sun, but maples in this area are kind of understory. So if you can get it some shade sometime in the afternoon, that would be good from other places, from another tree. It would like some shade. Okay. So that will help that. Other native trees, Sweetgum.
Sweetgum, I love
gorgeous.
You
can have purple, red, and yellow all on the same tree. It's gorgeous. Now there are some varieties that don't have the little gumballs on them, but you know that capsule is the way it reproduces. So and you can make decorations out of them if you want to, or put the tree in an area that you don't mind all of the balls on the ground.
Right, they could be a hazard. Yeah, I can remember as a kid, you know, my dad had a bunch in his backyard. We used to throw them at each other. I can remember that.
I remember making decorations out of them.
Like Sweetgum though, I love the fall colors, I sure do.
And it's a very hardy tree around here. It doesn't get a whole lot of problems with pests or diseases, so it's a great tree for us. Nyssa, sylvatica, the black gums and their black tupelo, whichever common name you would like to call it. Beautiful, and there's some really neat varieties of that out now that are really, really brilliant. And of course, that is another, like the ginkgo, a very slow-growing tree. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good choice for the homeowner. Okay. Oxydendrum arboreum, the sourwood tree, that's a short tree, and a lot of people make hedges out of that one because it's so small. But it needs sun, and it blooms in the spring. So it's got great fall color, and it blooms in the spring. So that's a good one. Then there are the oak trees. Now, some oak trees are better than others. Scarlet Oak is good, and the northern red oak is good. But the northern red oak does just like the maples, likes to have some shade in the afternoon, so it's not completely in sun all day long. It will do a lot better that way, and give you some nice, brilliant red fall foliage color. Okay. Very nice. Sassafras. That's one that we have around here, and it turns a beautiful, sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's red, gorgeous, gorgeous orange, you know, all kinds of colors with the sassafras. And it's a smaller tree. Well, it can get big, but that would be a good one to have.
You can make tea out of it, too.
And you can make tea out of it. There you go. See?
There you go.
Get all the colors. And of course, kids love the different shapes.
Yeah, the leaves, I like that, too.
Mint and shaped leaves, yeah. Those are nice. And one thing that people don't think about is bald cypress. Bald
I do.
cypress
Yeah.
makes a very nice fall foliage, very russet. Think of all those feathery foliage turning completely russet before it falls on the ground, and beautiful tree.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good tree for the city. And some things that are less thought about.
Okay.
The Katsura tree, Japanese Katsura tree. We're about the southern range of it, but it has beautiful fall color, yellows and reds and oranges, really pretty. Another one that would be good for homeowners is the Hamamelis, or the witch hazel trees.
Okay.
And Chinese especially, because that's a smaller tree, and it is a small tree, but it has gorgeous yellow fall foliage color.
Okay.
So that would be a good one. And it would fit into almost any yard somewhere, but it is a small tree. One that a lot of people don't think about is the Persian ironwood. And you probably have never even heard of the Persian ironwood. It is a very hardy tree and has great yellow fall foliage color. It withstands a lot of drought, and it has blooms in the spring. And so a lot of people, that is a highly recommended one that nobody seems to know about.
For this area?
For this area. Yeah.
Did you
It
know
does
Mr.
very
I'm
well.
not familiar with that. I've heard of it.
Yeah, very nice. And then another one that a lot of people haven't heard about is the Chinese pistache tree.
That one I have. Okay.
It gets fairly large, so you're going to have to give it some area. It's got beautiful red-orange foliage color in the fall. So those are some of my favorite ones, and some of them that are very popular and easy to find around here.
Easy to find, okay. And you said this would be the right time of year to
Yes,
get them in the ground,
it's
right?
the right year to think about it. And then this fall, you know, when the leaves start dropping off the trees, go to your local nursery and see if you can find one of these to plant in your yard. So you'll have good fall foliage this next year.
All right, some of Joellen's favorites. How about that? And Mr. D, you've probably seen some of these trees when you're out hunting.
Oh yeah, a lot of those. You know, and you're right. I mean, cypress is one of the first ones I thought of, and but yeah, and some of them give you both fall color and spring blooms too.
Right. So
Dogwood.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And the other one that you mentioned that blooms in the spring too.
Yeah, the sourwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll get multi-use out of the trees.
Yep.
And you have nice green foliage in the summertime.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the sweet gum. I got a bunch of those, and if you need any for decorations, I'll fix
got
you
plenty.
up. You know,
Well, there are some hybrids of that. I have one, but it still produces them, but they're just really tiny.
Okay.
So I've never seen one that doesn't have any at all. So.
I've got a whole bunch of the old-fashioned kind. They're not hybrids.
that you can have. Thanks, Ms. Joellen. That was good stuff. Again, your favorite trees for
My
fall
favorite
foliage.
tree, yeah.
How about that? Good stuff. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button below.